There you go. Well, let me show you what's going on here. We're just putting the rest of the Bi Axial on. By the way, another almost perfect mix. I've used it all up. This stuff is completely emulsified here. Really, all you can see is the string that binds the two pieces of different material together. These pieces, this one, and this one, I had just put on. You just take the saturation roller that you roll the air bubbles out of the material with, and run it through and bring some of that cream up, and it gets it, and then you just got to go over with the brush and just, you don't even hardly got to add any resin to it, but I wanted to show you what it looked like, because you saw it when it was on the table. It was as white as that stuff there. And so, this is completely, it almost looks like an x-ray, of the fiberglass and stuff. You can't see the matting or the cloth of it really at all, other than looking at it on an angle. You can see the shine of the resin in it. But it really soaks up the excess resin and stuff too, so it's really cool. When it's ready to go, so I've done this one up here first. When it's ready to go, you roll her and you can just see how it just disappears. It just, when she's, done sucked up all she's going to suck up. But I went over the whole mold and the whole piece and rolled all the air voids out of it first. I'm putting all those tiny little pieces on, and you can see I used everything. I used literally all that stuff. I didn't tear any new piece of matting, so this is all made from scrap, from leftover pieces. Other than, this Bi Axial, I cut these pieces to put on, but again, you can see I've barely used any. And it's just for added strength. Like I said, where we're going to bolt, where we're going to cut out for the nut bar, you can get a crack in there after a while, because the seat is going to flex with the cart. You don't want the seat too stiff, or it's going to inhibit the flexibility of the chassis. And you don't want the seat to be a tuning device. None of us are that smart. But, if your cart's too flexible, you can put a super fat, thick seat in it, and that'll definitely stiffen it up, that's for sure. I've always mounted my seats on pins instead of bolts, so it can actually float and move a little bit, kind of like the PvP supercart guys do with their stuff. The fuel tanks, everything pretty much on pins, so it doesn't inhibit that flexibility of the chassis. You want the chassis to do all the work. You don't want the components you bolt to the chassis changing how things operate. So I'm gonna throw this mask back on because this stuff is stankin', man. It's ready to go. So just wanted to show you a bit of what it's gonna look like. Tomorrow we'll come out and cut it with the death wheel and trim it up, and we'll throw the air to it and pow, pop it off, and you can take a look. But that's it. From Racing Roseville, it's Wednesday night. I'm heading to church. See y'all. God bless you.